That's his intro song. That's his introduction song. Oh yeah, it's fucking. Oh man. That made my day. The Backstreet Boys are gonna sue me for that. It was less than 10 seconds. I don't want to hear it. You guys saw the video. It's 8 fucking seconds. I don't want. Fucking Nick. Nick comes after me. I'll tell him. You know what happened? Fucking just left Axel in the dust. Fuck all you guys. He joined NSYNC. At least Justin Timberlake gave him a better deal. Justin Timberlake's like, hey, I got all these women and all this money for being Justin Timberlake. What goes around comes around, right, Justin? Alright. Fuck you. Oh shit, let me take this off mute real quick. There you go. Hear that? Hear me punching him right in the fucking face. I want it that way. And I want it now. It'd be like, as I watch back in the day, WWE, um, wrestling when Vince McMahon was still running it. And the Attitude Era, remember the Attitude Era? They'd have like Steve Austin and The Rock and Triple H. I like Shawn Michaels. He was my favorite one. Shawn Michaels. I used to. I remember one time. I'm not really a fighter, but one of the only times I've probably ever gotten into a fight, I tried to do the Shawn Michaels sweet chin music. Ended up busting my ass on the ground, and everyone started laughing at me. And then my girlfriend dumped me. This just took a real turn to the south, didn't it? Oh, you see that? Holy shit! And then in my years of fucking playing this, I never done that before. Fuck you. Get out. Oh my god. That just made this game so real to me. Fuck you. You want some too? You want some too? Let's go. I'm hype. I'm hype. Give me that pipe, because I'm hype. Oh. Oh. Like The Rock says, I'm gonna lay the smack down on your candy asses. Yeah, finally. Oh, he dies in one shot. Alright, good. When I was. So I got a Wii U, and I had it for a year now. And you know what I couldn't believe is that what they had for download was all 3 Final Fight games. Now, when I talk to you about the Final Fight games, I talk to you about Final Fight 1. Final Fight 2, Cody's not in it, which was a really big disappointment to me, because Cody was my favorite character. I'm glad they brought him back in Streetwise, but let's talk about the Super NES ones right now. Cody was my favorite guy. He was the badass. He was the hero. He was the 90s guy. I told you, he's part of the Backstreet Boys. He wanted it that way too, right? Fucking Y Signal. The fuck out. So, Final Fight was a really good game to me because of Cody was in it and Hager, but the guy was in it too in the arcade mode, and I don't know if the GBA mode had it, but probably. But anyways, Final Fight 2 had a guy named Carlos, and I'm not sure if you guys are you familiar with Resident Evil 3, but there's a guy named Carlos in that. What Capcom does, Capcom kind of, oh my god, I'm getting jumped. Fuck that. Fuck all of you. Yeah. I'll be a ninja. 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 Fucking stars throw it in your face. Home to your wife with that. These dudes all have like normal lives and they go back home. Like, this guy definitely read the paper and has some toast and a cup of coffee in the morning. This is just everyday shit to him. Oh, he comes to work. Oh, did I get game over? Okay, I still have another continue left. Still be Axel. He's my favorite. They come to work expecting to pay, and then they die. Oh, the boss. Hey, come on, you guys. This guy's the hero of the story, and he's gonna kick all your asses. And you're gonna understand why they call him Axel. He runs over you like a fucking car. Feel that to your face. Oh, kick him right. Those nut shots. Look at this nut shot. It's fucking ridiculous. Everyone gets another knee around here. You're gonna want the knee. He wants the knee. I'm sorry, but you were not worthy enough for the knee. That's only for certain occasions. You know, one of these guys gonna take a vacation. So all they do is wait for me. Are they waiting like 5 hours for me to come fight them? And they're all the same people anyway. Probably clone them or some shit. Who knows? Did I mention? I always get off track. I'm sorry. Final Fight 2 had a guy named Carlos. And what I said about Resident Evil 3 is that Carlos was in that game. And that's the same guy from Final Fight 2 because they're both Spanish. Like, I mean, I'm not sure if Capcom's trying to be racist or something, or I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not. They just use what's appropriate for the names. You know, Carlos would be a Spanish name, so that's what they would put. They're not gonna put a Spanish guy named like Josh. I don't know any Spanish people named Josh, unless they're like half white or some shit. But you know, as I'm what I'm fucking saying is, I'm not trying to sugarcoat shit. All right, I'm just trying to make a fucking point here. They named him Carlos, and the other guy's name is Carlos. They both kind of look alike, except he has longer hair in Final Fight 2. So Final Fight 2. Oh, I'm getting jumped. Getting jumped. Fu- Damn, I gotta concentrate. Final Fight 2 had a guy named Carlos, and he replaced Cody as one of the guy heroes. It was Guy, Hager, Cody, and some other girl. I don't know her name. I never be the girls in the fighting game. Don't ask me why neither, because I'm not sexist. Don't even fucking look at me like that. Don't you look at me like that. I'm a great person. My frosted flakes in the morning. Oh, with a lot of sugar. Oh, I gotta kick him. Eat it. Eat the foot. Eat the foot. Shoes. We call this one. We call this one the backstreet kick at home. So we're on stage. All the girls go crazy, baby. Yeah. The girls be, fuck you. Guy got a fucking jetpack. How the hell are you supposed to fight that? Are you kidding me? Oh, he just fucking goroed my ass in Mortal Kombat. That's alright. That's alright. Too bad I can't bicycle kick him and fucking throw him right off this building. Watch everybody. I'm sorry, I gotta concentrate now. This guy's. Right after when I'm done doing it, right? This guy, man. He's in for a real ass whooping, I'll tell you that much. Fuck you. I really love the music in this game. It's so, man, it's so much. It fits the part. Again, just like I said in Super Mario World, nothing beats the '90s games. And while I was talking about Resident Evil 3, and while I'm on the subject, I might as well explain to you um, why I said the '90s games were good. I mean, if you're not a fan of 16-bit games and playing all this, and you're a fan of 3D games where you get to run around and move freely, I can see why it makes sense. You get to do more shit, you know what I mean? But Resident Evil was one of my favorite games, and hopefully I'll get to play that sometime soon. Who knows? It might be next time. But Resident Evil 2 happened to be my favorite because you get to be Leon, another Backstreet Boy. I like all the Backstreet Boys. It wouldn't be surprising if I liked Nick Carter. I mean, no, I don't. Um, that's a really cool place. So, I really would play Resident Evil 2 next time. You know why? That game was so great. I mean, you get to start off outside. I start off with a bunch of fire in back of me. There's a bunch of zombies coming after me. I get to be a fucking cop. This is the eyes through a cop, like a rookie cop through an everyday job. And Resident Evil 2 just puts you in that situation. What do I do if there's a bunch of zombies coming after me? They even give you a gun. They give you only so much bullets. They give you a health spray. That's it. That's all you're doing. I'm gonna kick his ass. And I'm gonna. Thanks for interrupting me. I was talking about Resident Evil 2 and you fucked it up. That's it. That's it. All your friends are getting ass whooped. Get out, boy. And I get it on. I get it on. Ugh. Stab you. I'm lethal. Think you're all big and bad because you got that fucking pipe in your hand. Ooh. Oh, you fuck. He just fucking snuffed me right in the face. So glad I got him first. I'm so glad. He deserved that out of everybody. Out of all his Power Ranger looking friends. Another 90s thing. We're talking about a lot of 90s stuff over here, huh? I wouldn't be surprised to start talking about the Fresh Prince or some shit like that. What about that show, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Any one of you watch that? That show is my favorite show growing up. Watching it now, it's so weird. Now that I'm like 22 and I watch Are You Afraid of the Dark, like, I want to say 15 years ago. Because it came out like early 90s. But I used to watch it all the time. And that show used to be fucking scary to me. I mean, that introduction with the clown was wicked fucking. Oh man, that was way too much for any kid. Oh, I'm in an arcade. I just realized that. Um, that introduction was way too much for just any kid watching that, even if you're like 14. But I watch it now. It's kind of cheesy, you know. Are You Afraid of the Dark? Like it starts off good. I'm like, I haven't watched this in a while. I'm gonna be in for a treat over here, you know. And no, I watch it and it's really plain. You just notice how the times change throughout the years, you know, like how well everything's done. But nothing will ever beat that because it's a classic to me. And when I watch it, you know what I want to do? I wish I have the balls to get into acting because I can't. I don't like being on screen, people checking out my face. I have like a phobia with that. Like, no, don't look at me. I'm ugly. I'm ugly, you fucking bitch. Get the fuck out. So, what I wouldn't do is go on screen for that. Maybe I'll try it if someone ever gave me a part. I want them to redo Are You Afraid of the Dark, and I want to make it like a teenager one where it's very scary and there's no childish like scenes in there. You know, it's gonna be very scary and very dire, and but I still want to give it its original feel. You know what I mean? They try to make it like a Tales from the Crypt, and I can see that. I used to watch that all the time with my dad, and well, before in my house, whatever. Um, I wanted to say that when I was watching Are You Afraid of the Dark when I'm 22, it really looks old, you know. It's very old school. I watched the one with my cousin where the guy that throws up like purple stuff and he makes everybody laugh, and the kid reads the comic book. What my favorite part about that show was the opening where a bunch of kids go around and they throw that powder into the fire, and then they say, oh, the tale of the ghastly Gasper or something. You know, I love that. That always gets me hyped up for the show. And then when it starts off, it just, you can tell the actors are just starting, and it's just really cheesy, you know. I don't know why, but I kind of don't watch it anymore because of that. I mean, I can't really get into it like I used to anymore. You know, I only get into it sometimes when I'm just relaxing, but I can't get into it anymore. You know what I mean? Just doesn't really fit me anymore. Like I seen JonTron's thing about that show. It's his favorite show too. I seen JonTron. Uh, I remember he was talking about the kid named Andy in one of the episodes, and the bully made me laugh. All the '90s bullies made me laugh. You know what he does? He punches him on the wrong side of the fucking face, right? And then he picks up his bike and he goes into the road and he throws the bike in front of a garbage truck, and a garbage truck smashes the bike for no fucking reason. Alright, alright, guys, you're gonna see what type of shit I'm getting into next time on Yoko Karama 1993 Gaming. I'll see you all guys next time when I'm whooping some ass. Peace out.